The final test for our teens is to take what they've learned and use it to change their school. Back on familiar turf, it's time to face the cliques and bullies that have been dividing their campus.
Okay, you guys, this is it. This is like what it's all been building up to. You know, you got all that you need now, and so it's time to give it away.
The group has selected 50 peers, teachers, and administrators to join them. All will participate in a day-long event created by Yvonne and Rich Dutra St. John called Challenge Day. With our teens as leaders, the goal will be to break down the barriers that have been separating the students for a long time.
And the thing I want to ask for is be very careful not to fall back into your old roles, okay?
That was a day that everyone needed to go. Well, have I learned anything or haven't I?
I was like, gosh, this isn't going to work. Why am I doing this? You know, blacks here, Mexicans here, preps here. It was the quad all over, you know, just seated. When we had to call people on hanging out with their friends, I knew it was going to be tough.
You're like, I don't want it. You're like, you're coming with me over here.
You could just feel like tension in the air. We had spent a month just talking things out, and I was thinking, they're going to pack us into one day. Yeah, right.
For some, Challenge Day means a closer look at old labels.
They said, oh no, man, who chose Jimmy? There he was dressed up in his cowboy hat, walking around like this, you know.
For others, it means a close encounter with their worst enemy.
A guy named Pete has been teasing me since my freshman year. We get sick and tired of that, of the boys picking on us.
So the reason we're here today is because I'm hoping to give to you guys something that I never got in school. And that's an opportunity to be exactly who you are today.
We call it the Challenge Day because we're going to be presenting you with lots of challenges today. One of the challenges is going to be to play, have fun, be silly, be goofy. We're going to do what we call letting our little kids out.
The day starts with games to loosen up the uneasy crowd. Then, people start getting real.
If you really knew me, you'd know that I'm passionate about everything that I do.
If you really knew me, I lost a cousin to drugs because of suicide. That's why I hate drugs.
If you really knew me, you'd know that Franklin's one of my best friends.
If you really knew me, you'd know I really like to spend time with older people.
You know that my cousin died during spring break.
If you really knew me, I had troubles with me and my mom actually talking.
Really knew me. Parents expect me to be what I'm not. That this group has definitely affected my life in a big way.
What is this?
What is this group?
Yeah, no, what is this? I'm open-minded. I share my emotions. I don't get this.
It has nothing really to do with that. It's like, when have I ever like walked up to you and said, what's up, you know? What are you feeling today? Are you okay? Are you happy? You know? It's about participating in their lives. It's about not just being my acquaintance, you know?
I think the barriers came down when we all started crossing over that line.
Once again, the way this activity works is we're going to call out different groupings. If a grouping we call applies to you, you'll cross over the line, go as far as you can without sitting in the chairs on the other side. Then we want you to breathe. Just notice how it feels to cross the line. Because every time you step across this line, you're going to step into a group that has less privilege, less power, and can sometimes be abused physically or emotionally simply for being who they are.
Please cross the line if you've ever felt hurt or judged because of the color of your skin. And please cross the line if you've ever been teased or hurt because somebody thought you were fat or too big. Where did we learn to judge people's bodies? Where did we learn to be so mean? Please cross the line if you've ever been humiliated in a classroom by a teacher or a student.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, make me thin, make me tall, make me everything I'm not, so I can be all that they want.
And please cross the line if you've ever been teased or hurt for wearing glasses, braces, a hearing aid, for the way that you talked, for the clothes that you wore, or for the shape, size, or the appearance of your body.
I don't wanna be low, don't wanna be sad, don't wanna be mixed up in my head, don't wanna be nasty, don't wanna be cruel, I just wanna be the reflection of you. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust, ashes to ashes and dust to dust, sticks and stones will break my bones, names will always find me whole.
That's how easy it is for us all to come together. Today we want you to see you're never really alone.
Ashes and dust to dust, ashes to ashes and dust to dust, ashes to ashes and dust to dust.
It's like a habit, just making fun of each other. It's like something that becomes natural. It's like something I never thought about.
Where people actually start opening their eyes and seeing that they're not alone in some things. They start seeing through somebody else's eyes.
I came here today thinking that it was just a way to get out of a day of school. And being here showed me that there's a lot more to it, and that there's a lot more to the people at our school.
Right now, I don't feel like more or less than anybody here, and that's the first time I felt that in a while.
You know, I thought that a lot of people weren't going to get up, you know, just kind of be like, hey, you know, I like Challenge Day, whatever. That a lot of people, you know, got in depth and got what was ever on their chest, you know, out.
I see you and I see me, and I don't see too much difference, man. As a matter of fact, we wear the same pants and same shoes. Only difference is that in our left pocket, there's a different color rag. I'm tired of seeing that, man. We're seeing raza. And I want this to stop, honestly.
I don't even know what to say. That was a little scary. I didn't think that the kids would respond at all to it, or that it would make a difference, but they proved me wrong.
I know I got picked on. I took it out on other people. One of them was Franklin.
Franklin.
And I've done it myself, and I'm sorry for it.
I would be willing to say there's no greater ass up there than me. I did not truly understand the power of words till I came here, and I am truly sorry to the millions of people that I picked on. Unbelievable amount. I didn't even realize till today. You know, I messed with you since freshman year, and we're Franklin. Oh God, I am truly embarrassed and deeply sorry for it, man. I think my teasing days are done.
Even the adults need to apologize, including the assistant principal, who's also a parent.
I've always prided myself in being able to be the strong one. And I stand here in front of all of you, sharing my weaknesses here. One of the two best days of my life was June 23rd, 1983. And on that day, I was blessed with a beautiful son. And I thought I was going to be the best darn mom. And I have found that I've done a lot of things to cause him pain in his life. Jake, I'm so sorry. I love you so much. I don't know how to reach out to you. I don't know how to show you I care. But I'm going to keep trying and keep walking, because no matter what, that day is extremely special to me, and so for you. I love you very much.
To see grown-ups like that made me realize that parents had to go through it. You know, they were just like us. They were just teenagers like us.
I think the biggest surprise I had was one of my friends.
It's really exciting being here because I learned a lot that I didn't know before, but it's just disappointing that when I go back it's just going to be the same for everyone else.
Let me.
You just said it's going to be the same way when you go back. But if everyone in here changes it, it's not going to be. That's what we're here for. You have to have the positive attitude to change it. Us 11 people here have been here trying to change it.
It wasn't like a planned moment, you know. We all just went up there on our own and just took over, and we said what we believed in front of all these people, and we had one belief.
I admit there are going to be a few people who aren't going to be willing to change. They're just going to be like, no, I'm happy with who I am. They think that's happiness. But just look around and see everything you ever thought about any of the people in this room when you first walked in. And then stand up if that opinion changed after all this happened.
Challenge Day was just amazing. And I think when everybody stood up and was just all, yeah, I was just kind of like, whoa, they're listening. This is new.
Does everybody out here want to change? Yeah. What? Yeah. Then let's hear you say I want to change. Everybody say I want to change. All right, then let's make a difference in life.
Yeah.
They've all taught me something, and I'm sure I've taught them something. And so I think it did make a change in our school already. The quad's not going to be just like it was because we already changed, and one person does make a difference.
The truth about surviving high school is that you can, but it's not always easy. From teasing to eating disorders, from academic stress to drug abuse, from depression to violence to suicide. 21st century teens are under more pressure and less equipped to deal with it than ever before. Parents today spend less than 5% of their time with their teenagers. But the truth about surviving high school is that your kids can't do it without you. For teens, the truth is, you're not alone. And as long as you're alive, life can change. This is what happened after the filming. Our 11 teenagers were honored by the Yuba City School District for their efforts to make a positive change on their campus. Then, to target teasing before it ever reaches high school, the group took their message to the playground of Yuba's Bridge Street Elementary.
The thing I'm going to look back in high school, I'm not going to look back at it, girls or basketball or a party, you know. I'm going to look back at this. It's going to wake me up to human beings, you know, everybody.
Everybody's like, you're friends with Johnny Alvarez? No way. They're going to have 9 of us here next year that are just going to be like, okay, this is what we learned, and we're going to reinforce it.
I've never really treated people badly, but I've never gone out of my way to make sure that they felt like I was giving them my time or attention, and so I've definitely changed in that sort of way.
This whole experience made me change where I could go up to him and I could be like, hey, Melissa, you know, can I talk to you? I see Franklin every day, and I say hi to him, and I see all of them. I'm not worried about what everybody else is going to say.
I never thought Johnny and Mike would consider me as a friend, but after all this, I think they do now. Since Challenge Day, I haven't been teased at all.
I went from feeling 2'2" to feeling 6 foot, so it's like, if I want to do it, I can do it now. If this experience hadn't happened with me, I probably would have ended my life pretty soon.
I'm going to start the suicide prevention program in Yuba City for the teens, by the teens, you know? Because I always feel it's a one-man army with me. Me believing in something so strongly but never having anybody behind me but me still going for it. And now I have 10 people behind me, and probably a lot more.